It's strange the things you carry home after a photojournalism assignment. This time, a pair of putrid shoes steeped in salt water and silt, a $1,500 ER bill, and a cover photograph for Landscape Architecture magazine. We left Salt Lake City and headed south to the Coachella Valley. Halfway there, in Las Vegas, at my Aunt Raisa's house, Rhoda bled through the sheets at 3:04 a.m., the kind of nosebleed that makes a room go silent. A blood pressure spike so high it brought us to the emergency room. There's no playbook. You just sit there, staring at the heart rate monitors, hypervigilant to every detail. All the data you think you need to decide. Call off the shoot or proceed precariously. Rhoda and I talked it through the way a couple who've weathered worse does. She looked at me in the eyes and said, "Let's keep going." So we did. The next morning, Christian Rodriguez Ceja from Kounkuey Design Initiative drove me through Mecca, Oasis, Thermal, and North Shore. At one stop, he said, "There's a big difference between being proud of your community and being protected by it. These parks do both." We didn't talk architecture. We talked asthma, death, flooding, eviction, bus shelters that don't exist, how it feels when your kid has nowhere to sit in 110-degree heat. At the Salton Sea, he said, "People call it a wasteland, but it's not empty. It's been empty. There's a difference." At Oasis del Desierto Park, I stood in the open, introduced myself in broken Spanish, and asked permission with my posture. They told me about quinceañeras, soccer games, and a community revived with hope. The next day at magic hour, I was setting up an overlook shot at North Shore Park. Skylar walked over and said, "You should take a picture of me thinking about the water." I obliged. That photo became the August 2024 cover and a finalist for Best Art Direction for a cover in the 2025 Jesse H. Neal Awards. Mimi Zeiger wrote the article, "A Place in the Sun." As she puts it, the park, with its variety of spaces and approaches, is a social and cultural diagram, each program reflecting a fine-grained understanding of the community. The goal isn't a single universal solution, but a multifaceted, localized response. We wrapped and started the drive back, but there's one last photo I needed. A ceremonial release of the salted shoes, tossed in the air by Skylar, joining the other desert travelers. This is HAPS Agency, and this is The Shot.